ASMR and quick message for the collective because it was just coming through. Well, first turn on some incense to invoke element of fire of protection, harmony, highest good for everyone, the viewer and myself. So I'm going to put this little oil from the community that I really love. It's mugwort. And I have some relationship with mugwort, to be honest. I haven't planted it or transplanted it or watered it. I think I have before, years ago. I did. This is especially for intuition, for protection, and asking clarity of what is real and what is truth. The love vibration and the focus on that only, to feed that only. So I really love this gift. Randomly received it from a friend, so I know it was meant to be for me to build a relationship with mugwort plant. And it actually releases tension in the muscles, so thank you. Putting it on the third eye, on the crown, on the throat, on the high heart chakra, on the heart, on the solar plexus. So first of all, thank you to those who have been subscribing and recently commenting. I really appreciate the connection and just the support to this channel by exchanging energy, because I meant to grow in this channel, and I think it's really helped in the past year when I started this project to really release expectations and just allow it to flow. Espíritu, ¿qué quiere decir? El mensaje para los videntes de ahorita. Gracias por conectarse. Espíritus creadores, espíritus de armonía, luz y paz. So you're gonna choose your piles and the timestamps, and all I have to say is that this message is very different topics for everyone. As we know, we are humans in relation to each other, so most of them might be about relationships, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's platonic, romantic. See you in your piles. Hi, pile number 1. Here is your first card. Wow. Love and compassion. I felt that it was going to be about this because mostly when we ran out of patience, myself included, and I realized it's just human, everyday life. and that's where the rituals come in and the transmutation and all of that magic, to balance our anger, frustration, or grief. Yeah, spirit is like super focusing on grief, recalcando el duelo para todos y todas. Está pasando cañón ahorita, entonces mucha motivación y mucha esperanza para todos. Se puede. And then you've got this have been coming up, the Phoenix. So with the Phoenix, I'm gonna say that this is a rebirth process for you. So I just feel that yeah, it's a lot of grief in different ways. It can be different levels, and why even level grief? Why even fragment anything anymore? Nothing is more painful than the other thing. Whatever everyone's going through, and I believe is a thing about patience, that it will soon flow, it will soon pass, and that we're here temporarily. And the Phoenix is reminding me to be okay with being reborn out of the fear, and being okay with burning all things that is painful to let go, as burning is painful, and return from those ashes. And it can be as simple, like I want to repeat here, it can be as simple as losing patience, and maybe later on having to go back to compassion, and then answering to people. For example, your relations that trigger you, any relations, as humans, we are involved with everyone, it or not. We are a collective, so I think any relations, such as, let's say, you are triggered by someone because you're tired of being manipulated and used, and you have been many years ago, and now it's just triggering what these people try to do, but you find your center because now it's just a trigger, like that you can get through and that you can just let pass, like the clouds. The clouds will always pass. They keep moving with wind element of ancestors, spirit guides, galactic family, spirit animals, everything that holds you. And with the loving compassion, you're being called to be okay with being reborn, with being okay with being yourself, and re-sparking that, recalibrating and calling back that spark, that you always been meant to be. So that is all I have for you, group 1. Much patience and love to you. Hi, group 2. I am going to tell you that you are a carrier of a lot of Akashic records. Oh boy, how you are a carrier of a lot of Akashic records. Now, you got the whale, because the whale always carries all this information, They swim literally through the world, through the most elemental, abundant element in earth, which is water, and they carry a bunch of stuff. They release though, so you're able to release from the ground. From this part, some of you are hurting here. I'm getting that a lot of you need a massage soon. And with the whale, I feel like it's going to be time to maybe flow a little bit more with their messages. Maybe if there are some things that you have to say, maybe meditate on them a little. Not even meditate, but just keep them to yourself for a little bit, and then, let the word vomit come out, which is like, okay, I'm not judging that it's wrong or right, but it must come out. But I'm gonna tell you that it needs to come out in a more new age, new earth way, of love and harmony and joy, because we have new blueprints here, and the new blueprints are about new ways. And as the whale is gonna be very crucial that you release, or you're about to do a lot guys a lot to continue to go into that process of being able to like own your business and being able to see clearly and connect with spirit and ground it, because a lot of times what happens is we have a bunch of ideas or we channel a lot and we want to go up there in the realms like the well that carries Akashic records. So like, oh, library is open and everything is coming through, but we gotta ground it in take a deep breath. And trust me, I know that with the well it's very obvious that the new blueprints are about a new change of direction. So I'm getting that specifically for you group 2. It's gonna be about what you do for a living, about your prosperity, your abundance. It's about to get good. It's already getting good, okay? And I feel like you need to reassure that and reiterate to yourself that it is happening, that the wait is not in vain, and that you'll be good, because you've been having some interference. Like, we're humans and we depend on sound and contact, right? Well, that is going to be necessary, but you need to take care of yourself and protect yourself. I don't know. Use protection oils, clarity oils to be able to see in a clear mirror, because everything is a projection, right? What you get focused to is what grows. I'm feeling called to like turn fire on, because a lot of you work with fire for protection and just recalibrating, rebalancing, grounding. Any incense, candle work, all of that sweet and warm magic that calls into personal willpower, and all of that, it's going to be crucial that you just go to a practice like once a day, maybe, where you have your either contact with fire or with your heart. And I'm being called to like open, because right now I flip my hair and I'm like, oh, it's more about like clear the heart, like take that shit off and let the shit transmute with the violet flame. I'm being called to tell you, a lot of you, being the dragoness that I am, I always do work with fire to clear stuff and just be able to remember that everything is happening for a reason, and to be able to say that I have the willpower to change those new paradigms and leave new blueprints in this planet, because I love Mama Earth. I want to leave the best blueprint possible for my future generations, for we belong to each other, we're one consciousness, and I believe that the best we do for everyone when we leave, like, it's gonna be the best, and that gives me hope. That doesn't give me so much the anxiety that we day to day transmute, that we just remind ourselves that that anxiety of leaving and loss and grief, it's okay if we're not gonna own shit in the end, like, might as well do our best, might as well create in this life and be able to express fully with no regrets, like unapologetically, with passion and harmony and compassion with others as well. So it's gonna be more about that for you with the well, like transmuting it, thinking about it, and then maybe writing it down or whatever downloads you get. So that's all I have for you. It's really important for you to journal right now, group 2. And thank you for watching. Hey, group 3. You got a cool card about like a big transformation right now. I'm gonna say that you are either moving countries or homes right now. It is like a 5-3, so 8 infinite may resonate with you. The cycles are coming back to be renovated and transformed, and for it to keep flowing like the figure 8, because everything flows, the pendulum goes both ways. That is what I'm getting for you, group 3. The transformation card is also about communication, because every time we transform and transmute, we get this is crown chakra activation, which is the lotus here, right? Opening the crown chakra symbol got the water sign element, which is the fish. And I feel like either that is that you're flowing with everything, or that you're stagnant around in one spot in the ocean. But transformation is flowing through. You just have to receive it and want to choose it. Group 3. That's all and then also like the theory that I was talking about, like the fish resonates a lot because it's a lot of like flowing, like the dance of life. And you might be moving, like you might be leaving behind friends and families, but trust me, it's going to be okay. And the transformation that you go through it's gonna be kind of heavy, like like I kind of like let go of these people, or I kind of had to, stop talking to these friends as much, or I had to break up. Like that is heavy shit. I get it, but the transformation is gonna be worth it. And Spirit is saying to just concentrate on the heart and touch your heart at night. Breathe with it. Maybe just sleep like that if you can. Drift into sleep and do whatever you might do, chasing around. It's okay as long as you fall asleep into the dream states with the heart, because you're gonna receive messages through dreams. The fish is so mystical. We have Pisces here. Pisces is the intuition, the dream realm, so that's gonna be important for you to remember your dreams, and also to be able to ground with your heart, even during the day. If you get an anxiety attack, just touch your heart, close your eyes, move your face, smile, or show your teeth, like fuck yeah, like I release my anger, I come back to my heart, and I focus on what I was doing, my magic, my rituals, my growth, my prosperity. Yeah. Anything else? The fire of the fish is gonna be like activating when you start your project after you move. The new moon, that's what I'm getting. Well, very specific. Yes, new moon means new things, new beginnings. So when you move, you're gonna start something, either it has to do with your job, abundance, or occupation, or passion. It's gonna have to do with maybe all of those. So that's all I have for you. Ground with your heart. Remember that exercise, look up, meditations, whatever you believe in. Just sit with it. Okay, that's all I have for you, group 3. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Mate que hota te gochuma, tare curate le go.